I'm confused why the Cadillac has such a gap on this side of the body. I do understand that this body kit was purchased in China and it's not made for this vehicle, but I'm determined to make it work. We'll see what I can do, but I can stick my whole finger in there. I did get the bottom of the panel pushed into place. All I did is this, and it popped into place. The hood looks straight on the Cadillac. I'm not gonna lie, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong. Put the passenger side body kit on the car. This is the old headlights. They are damaged and cracked. I've got new ones coming. Everything looking good, except for that gap is now way too tight on the passenger side compared to the driver's side. My first impression was, oh, this is a Chinese body kit, it's not going to fit, there's modification that's needed, blah, 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 blah. Then my brother said, open the hood and take a look at those hinges. Everything looks good on the driver's side, as well on the passenger side. Then my brother says, those hinges are bent, they're not lining up, something's wrong with them. And sure enough, he is correct. That's why we call him eagle eyes. He's got those eyes like an eagle. Yep, they certainly are bent. They're going this way. I'm kind of surprised because everything lined up. The hood lined up, the nuts, the bolts, everything lined up perfectly fine. There's no tweaking involved or anything, especially from the crash from the Rhino. That makes perfect sense why on the driver's side there's a huge gap and on the passenger side there's no gap. Eagle eyes is correct. Talking about my brother. Hopefully you guys get to meet him soon. But I can bend the hinge back, but that's not the point. You see the bottom is bent as well as the top. So when the Rhino hit the car, it hit in that direction, pushing it this way. That's why there's such a gap on the driver's side, but not on the passenger side. I got new hinges coming, which I'm going to get these ones replaced. I don't know what other parts are damaged with this hinge, and I don't want to take a chance. But thank you, Eagle Eyes. Love you, bro. Thank you, Eagle Eyes. You can see more of the damage and bentness. Bentness. Is that even a word? Bentness? Bendiness? Bentness? Anyway, you can see how it's bent. I would have caught that. After watching that US presidential debate, I don't know what's going on with my eyes. The car is looking worse for wears, but it needs to look worse before it gets better. And trust me, it's going to get a lot better. So just wiggle free. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Do, 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 do. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. There it goes. Ooh, just stuck on the glue. Off comes this one, which still looks really, really good. It looks really, really good, but I got a surprise. You can't call this a carbon package without having some real carbon fiber. And this is what we have here. We've got a carbon fiber rear spoiler. Just going to try and test fit this. It plops right into place. Let's take a look and see how it... Ooh! That is sexy! Damn! That is sexy. What do you guys think? Comment down below. But yeah, I think that's going to make a big difference. That looks so good. Okay, let me do a little bit of clean up with the old glue and the sticky stuff and get this one installed. Now I'm not going to be fastening this rear carbon fiber spoiler to the car just yet, as I do see some imperfections in the rear spoiler. I mean, it is made in China, so it doesn't surprise me. But I've contacted the manufacturer to see if I can get a replacement or what they can do. So what it seems like is that there's been some paint that's been removed from the trunk and got stuck to the old glue that was on the existing spoiler. So when I get the car repainted, I'm going to see if I can do a touch up on that area first. I mean, it doesn't look too bad, but it is noticeable. So when they paint the car, I want to see if I can do a touch up before I install the spoiler, because I got to remove the spoiler anyway to do that area. So I'm not going to install the spoiler just yet. Although guys, it does look good. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more. But this Chinese carbon fiber edition ATS-V body kit is starting to look really good. I'm excited to see what it's going to look like after it's all done. So I fitted the front bumper. There's nothing really to it. You do get these nice lights. I recommend using these lights. They come with the bumper instead of using your original ones off your Cadillac, as these ones seem like they fit better in my opinion. What I've also done is drilled out the holes for the park distance control, as this bumper doesn't come with any holes. I'll show you how to do that. So this is the original front bumper. You can see it's not in the best condition. I mean, maybe a little bit of JB Weld and be good to go. Yeah, never mind. Scratch that idea. Not fixable. So the park distance control is a module that helps you when you're parking your vehicle. It's a sonar system that prevents you from hitting any obstacles in front of you, like other vehicles or telephone poles. Telephone poles? What? What telephone poles? What I did was I took some masking tape. I used the body line on the existing bumper, where I'm able to find where the hole is on the original bumper, so the placement of the park distance control sensor will be the same area as on the aftermarket bumper. You just take your tape with the template on it and you place it on the new aftermarket bumper, and then you just drill a hole and you can just slide your new park distance control sensor in it. With the two parking sensors located on each side of the front bumper, you're going to notice that there are two sensors in the grille, and you'll see them right here. You remove them by pushing up these clips and you can pull out the sensor. But on the aftermarket grille, there is no placement for these sensors. So I was considering of doing this hole bigger and putting the sensor in here, as this is the holder for the front license plate. Michigan doesn't require front license plates, so I was like, I don't even need that anymore. But I was thinking, if I do sell this vehicle to another state, they might need front license plates, so I'm going to keep these holes, as well as if I grab the park distance control sensor plug, which is this one here, it doesn't reach. So thankfully I was checking that out, and my brother also said that I need to see if there's any obstacles behind here, which thankfully there are not, but the plug is too short to reach that sensor. So I can't exactly drill it into here. The next best option is going to be over here. But you can go and fit that park distance control sensor anywhere you guys want to. There are 4 on the front bumper of this Cadillac. So this is one here, which I've drilled out to OEM spec. Same like distance from there to there. I believe I used 6.5 inches. That's what I did from this area here to the center of the hole was 6.5 inches. And from there to the top of the hole was 1 1/8. 1 1/8 inch. That's where I did that on both sides, so they're symmetrical. And here I'm going to go from the inside of this joint here to this area here for this clip or this holder, and I'm going to go in the center of that, in the middle there, and that will give me enough slack for the sensor as well as the sensor wire. You guys can go fit your park distance control sensor wherever you guys want to. If you want it in the grille or in the bumper, wherever you guys want it, go for it. So this is where I'm going to be making the template for the inner parking distance control, making sure that to measure twice, cut once, because once you drill that hole, you can't undrill the hole, if you know what I mean. That's what she told me, and she was correct. But make sure that you get the correct measurements that you guys want. I mean, placement for the park distance control sensor, anywhere that you guys want to. I'm putting it right in the middle, so that's where I'm measuring it. Then I'm taking a certain drill bit or a step down, and I'm using that to drill the hole. Then afterwards, I'm just using a blade just to cut away some of the body for a better fitment. There is some residue or leftover pieces of the bumper that's still in the hole, so I'm just hogging it out. That, I think that's a word, hogging. So I'm just hogging out the hole with my blade just to get rid of any residue. And I'm just test fitting the new park distance control in there. Remember that the park distance control sensors do have some kind of rubber gasket or grommet around it that might hinder it from going in, but a little bit of persistence and it should just pop in just like this. When you guys, do you see that fly? That was the size of a bird. Jeez, anyway. When you guys decide to put your park distance control sensors into your bumper, make sure that you got enough space, especially with this crash bar and this foam insert on the crash bar, that it's able to fit and maneuver around there. It's not hitting into the bumper or into the foam area here. I did use zip ties to hold this crash bar onto the frame rail itself. Someone also suggested that I use tape. Look at that! Get away. You could use tape. I didn't use tape because I didn't think about it. I could use duct tape. I didn't think about it, so I used zip ties instead. So it's holding. So don't want to do that. This area here. So just make sure when you do put them in that you do have enough space for the sensors to fit and maneuver and get the wire clips like these wires on there, because you don't want them hitting on there, real tight fit, damaging the wire, damaging this foam piece. Although who cares about that? I mean, if you really wanted to, you could cut this out if you really wanted to. I mean, it's good, strong. This fly is pissing me off. I almost got attacked by a fly that was the size of a bird. Matrix almost took me away. It like landed on my arm. I think it laid eggs. And you got nothing else to say besides watching my drink, huh? My God, your eyes are so blue, so beautiful. Huh? This is exactly what I mean when I say double check and make sure that you got space before drilling holes. So this is the outer PDC hole, and this is the holder that the PDC holds into. Then you super glue it or epoxy it in the place. But if I had to use this, which I was planning on for the inner one, the hole would be off. Try and fit this on here because of this area here. So what I'd have to do is actually cut that away for this piece to actually fit in there properly. But thankfully I'm not going to be using this. This is only for the outer. But if I did decide to use that on the inner as well, that's what I have to do. I have to cut that lip away, or I would have to make the hole just a little bit higher. Same on the other side too. But yeah, just double check and make sure before drilling any holes that everything is going to line up and fit exactly how you want it to fit. But this is going to fit perfect. That one I would have to cut it, but I'm not fitting those pieces on there. I have sanded away a little bit of the body so I can get a real good grip with the epoxy. Using clear epoxy on there so it gives it a nice strong hold. You can use super glue, I'm sure. I mean, it's not really structural, so it doesn't really matter, it's just to hold in place. But I know in Michigan, the roads are fantastic. And I'm being sarcastic. That kind of rhymes. Fantastic and I'm being sarcastic. I should be a rapper. Yo, check me out. This is my husky named Matrix. We're working on a car that we're about to fix. Hope y'all can see this ain't no Cadillac. This is a Cadillac ATS-V. Hi, can I please speak to Shawn in Cadillac Parts? Shawn, you sexy bitch, what's going on, homie? Good, good. The body kit is coming along, but I need the headlights to get the body kit finished. Can you hook me up with those headlights? Whoa, thank you, Shawn. Wow, that was quick. They look amazing, perfect fit. Finally being able to remove the driver's side hinge that was damaged in the crash. Just removing a couple of bolts. I've got to get my hand in there. Off comes the watch. When the watch comes off, you know it means business. And And here's the new one getting put back in. And yes, I'm finding the hole this time. Then I realize I'm going the wrong way. I need to go lefty loosey, righty tighty. Tightening up the 3 bolts that hold the hinge in place. Tighten them up. And I can already feel a difference in the hinge, the way it opens and closes. It's so much smoother and feels so much better. Wow. Yeah, you can feel a difference opening and closing this hinge. Thank you, Eagle Eyes. Besides also replacing the hinges, also replaced the gas struts. The existing ones were from 2016. I'm sure they're worn out. These ones have some pressure to them, so the hood won't slam shut as it used to do. But now we can fit the hood on there and see hopefully everything lined up. But good looking out, Eagle Eyes. Good looking out. In case this beautiful face wasn't in the shot when I was replacing the hinge and the gas strut, I just wanted to say thank you, Eagle Eyes. Thank you, bro. I need to stop doing that, I'm getting dizzy. What, dude? It's just protective thing. Now I'm going to be closing the hood, making sure that those hinges are aligned, as well as the gas struts are working perfect. Yeah, everything's looking straight. Now let's get the rest of the body put on the car. Matrix, I just put the hood back on and I didn't get any help from you. What's going on, boy? You feeling okay? Don't be lazy. So I do have the driver's side fender loosely on. It's not tight all the way on there, but I want to see the fitment with the hood and the gap. Oof, the struts are working good. So are the hinges. Okay, when you do this, make sure that there's nothing in your way, like rubber pieces. Let's see how the fitment is. That's not too bad. That's better than before, that is for sure. Then once I tighten all the nuts and bolts, should push it a little bit closer. Yeah, that's not too bad. I do see over here I need to bring the hood further up, which ain't a problem. But yeah, I think that the fitment is pretty good. Nothing is secure just yet. I mean, this can wiggle. So let me go ahead and move this hood up, see how that fitment is afterwards. Okay, the hood has been adjusted, it's pushed more up. Let's see how it closes now. Okay, here we go. What do you think about that bodyline gap? That is much better the way it was before, where I was able to stick my whole fingers in there. It's closed a lot more. Looks a lot better in my opinion. As I said, the fender's not tight. So let me get that done now and see how it looks afterwards. But much better. Eagle eyes. That was the problem. Good looking out. Thanks, bro. Right, now with the fender being pushed in and tightened, let's see how that gap looks now. That looks much better, much better. I see that it's a little bit close here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this side out for a better body line. But that's what it's all about. It's all about tweaking, especially with body panels that are brand new or aftermarket. It's all about tweaking. Richard, you want to go get some food? You thirsty? I got you water, boy. I got you some water. Not that water. I got you other water. Oh, Matrix. But you like bottles, huh? I got bored and decided to put the headlights and the fenders in. And guys, I think it looks great. Great fit. Everything fits perfect. I like the body lines. Now the guy that's going to be spray painting my car, he is going to have to maneuver the fender in a better position, but I'm not going to mess with it too much. I mean, everything's fitting good, as well as the passenger side. On the driver's side, I already moved this plastic sheet without you guys. I apologize. So I wanted to do this with you guys. Also for my ASMR fans, if you guys are watching, I want you guys to hear this. So here we go. Tight. Oof. Those look good. Got a couple of pieces I still gotta remove, loosen this bolt, be able to get them out. But guys, look at those brand new headlights from Cadillac. Brand new headlights. Now the reason why I went with the reason why I purchased brand new headlights is I've seen a couple on eBay. They were about $800 a piece, but some of them, the seals were not sealing. They had water spots inside of them, some cracks from stone chips, stuff like that. I mean, some had some dings, cracks on the glass. So I wanted to make sure that I was getting the correct headlight for this Cadillac, so that's why I purchased original OEM from Cadillac. They cost me, I believe, with all that thing, was $1,500 each. They're not cheap, but headlights are important, and I wanted to make sure that they work. I mean, I don't want to mess with computers and reprogramming and changing bulbs and changing computers, and this doesn't work and that doesn't work. That's why I purchased brand new ones. So I knew that they're going to work, they're under warranty, everything's perfectly fine. Now before I put the front bumper on the Cadillac, I did modify this catch for the hood. It seemed like it was too far back. Some modification needed to be done. I did fold it and bend it into a shape that hopefully is going to catch this latch area here, so I'm going to put that on and see what that does. Stop. These struts work so well. You see what new struts do? Those new struts work great. Now it's not the prettiest, but let's see what it does. I think I might need to reposition it. The catch? No. I need to bring it forward more. Let's see what that does now. What? So I'm catching on that area. Okay, looking good. I mean, it's lining up in a way. So let me. Okay. More modification. Take 3. Caught that, but not the other one. Take 628. Okay, I see something. Back to the drawing board. Test try 800 and I lost count. I have no 800 and something. Some modification. You weren't kidding. Good. There. Are you kidding? What? What? Are you kidding me? By George, I think I got it. Who the hell is George? But I believe I got it. Yeah, that's not lifting or anything. Now let's take a look. That only took 800 tries, 800 and something, but who's counting? That's great. Woo! Now that we're moving on to the bumper, remember those side lights I said to come on the new bumper? Use those ones instead of the old original OEM ones. Those ones you can sell, do whatever you want to them. But the aftermarket ones, I'm going to be putting a waterproof plug, cut in the harness on the Cadillac for these tail lights, and then wire them in there. The reason why I have this 3-way connector is I have the negative going to the positive. As I was saying, connect positive to positive, negative to negative. On the lights, it's a yellow wire. On the plug, it's a red wire. It's plainly simple. And these ones, I ordered these on Amazon. They come in a pack of 12 or 24, however many you want. But make sure you get the correct sizes. They got different sizes for them. So this is the way I've connected them. Now, the reason why I've got this third area here is I'm waiting for the side lights, or fog lights, if you want to call it. They call it, I think, raindrop lights, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm waiting for those to arrive. They didn't come in the bumper kit. They must have misplaced them. No big deal. I've got replacements on the way. And I'll just take those wires, connect them onto here. And then when you switch on the lights on the Cadillac, this light will come on, as well as the fog lights and the daytime runners. Or are these daytime runners? They could be daytime runners. Yeah, I believe that's what they're called, daytime runners. I could be mistaken. But yeah, you can pick these up on Amazon. And that's how I'm going to be connecting them for now. Before I install the bumper, I need to connect the lights for the side markers. But before I do, when I turn the vehicle on, this headlight is going to switch on, I hope. That's the plan. So I've never seen the vehicle start up with the new headlights. This is going to be a first. That's the wrong plug. So I'm going to connect the headlights. I've got some dielectric grease. Put in the plug just for that extra connectivity, and also stops corrosion. I've never switched on the headlights ever, and these are brand new headlights. Let's hope that this Cadillac brightens up my day. Ha 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 ha, brightens up my day. Get it? Headlights, brightens up my day. Oh, you get what I mean. What's it? Damn thing, it's so dark. Okay, here we go. Fingers crossed. Okay, what did I see the headlights do? They did some kind of funny side-to-side motion. Is that good? That is real good. They're working! They're working! Oh, sweet, and they look really good. Wow. Really good. Let's see if the brights work. Pikachu! Pikachu! That looks good. Oh, even got blinkers on the mirrors. Oh. And then lights on. Yes, baby! They're working. Oh, sexy mama. Woohoo, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Headlights work. Everything works. Indicator, blinkers, brights. Everything works. Matrix, I'm scared of the dark, boy. Please. Come on, let's go. I can't see a thing. Come on, help me. I can't see anything. So I've installed this plug that's going to fit onto the bumper, onto the side markers. And the way that I connected it was I just cut the wires, spliced it, removed some of this jungle wire, this real strong wrapping tape that they use, this stuff here, and exposed the wires. And I've connected the positive to a purple wire and the negative to a dark gray wire. So I splice the wires, connect them to the one on the harness, wrap them up, and then I shrink wrap them so they won't pull away if I got to do anything to the bumper. But I'm really interested to see what this bumper is going to look like. Yes, I still need to fit the aftermarket body on better. There are some clips I think I could be missing. I'm not too sure. I've got to check that out. But doesn't it look like a Nissan Skyline in a way? I did find a flaw with these parking sensors. They're not fitting 100% with the wires. You fiddly and stuff like that. They should just clip right in. So I got to look into that. Same with this side here, that one just popped right out. So I got to figure something out about that wiring. But what do you guys think so far? I think it looks like a great body kit. And the fitment's pretty good too. I highly recommend this body kit. I do want to show that the side markers are working. Headlights are working. I'm going to test the park distance control sensors now. Same with the passenger side. What is not... Okay, I see those clips. Am I missing something? Let me check it out. It's supposed to clip into something on the fender, correct? So this is the old fender off the Cadillac that got into the crash accident. I noticed that there's this holder, or they call it fascia. I had to order 2 new ones, one for each side, because these are riveted to the Cadillac. And these are separate when you order a body kit. Didn't know that. But guys, I hate to leave you on a cliffhanger. So far the body is looking really good. Just a fine few tweaks, couple of missing parts. But if you enjoyed this video, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell if you guys want to see more videos on this Cadillac. I'm not finished just yet. Hopefully on the next one I get fully finished, ready for an inspection. So if you like this video, once again guys, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell. Thank you guys very much for watching, greatly appreciated. Matrix, come say goodbye, boy. He's taking a nap. Till next time guys, take care.